Jerry Punch has a comment on Ernie Irvan, who's running 5th at the tail end of this lead draft.
Well, we've already documented that Mark Martin and Jimmy Spencer are going to hook up and stay in line. But what about Ernie Irvan? We talked to Tony Glover. He told Ernie a few minutes ago, he said, now listen, stay in line, stay put until lap 180. That's about 7 laps from right now. At lap 180, they're all yours. Go get them. So Ernie's been listening. He's been staying right in line, waiting and biding his time for 7 more laps.
And just as you say that, Jerry, he heads for the high side of the track and pulls alongside of Jimmy Spencer and ties the takeover fourth position. So he couldn't wait for lap 180.
Well, no one ever said Ernie was a math major, but they said Ernie lap 180, not 174. But now he listened to him for about, they touched, and they had a little bit of contact. Maybe they told him, said stay in line. They told him that at lap 165, that stay put for 15 more laps, and at 180 you can go get him. But apparently Ernie got tired of waiting.
Yeah, and it's killing Irvan and Spencer because the front 3 are pulling away big time now. Now Spencer apparently is going to hook on behind Ernie and say, okay, let's catch him.
Yeah, he backed off, but I tell you what, those front 3 could be gone.
Yeah, they could. Ken Schrader, who's running up in about 8th position, is struggling. The car apparently has lost a cylinder or something because he's very slow on the racetrack.
He slowed a couple of laps ago.
That's too bad. Jerry, you heard anything?
I just talked to some of the engine builders for the Kodiak team. They're headed toward the garage. They said the car is messing and getting worse and worse. Kenny's going to try to ride it out if he can, run as many laps as possible, but it's just getting worse. Not a good way to finish here at Talladega for Ken Schrader.
Ricky Rudd was one of the early cars to drop out of this event. Jeff Gordon is still in. He's still in the race.
And guess what? Ernie and the 12 car, Spencer, lost the draft.
Yeah.
Just that running side by side for that one lap that they did. Look at how far that those 3 cars have driven away from this 4th and 5th place cars.
Well, there's more bargaining going on. Joe Ruttman, his team crew member, is talking to Jimmy Makar.
Well, Ruttman is running in 6th position. Jarrett has caught him and is running in 7th position. I think what they're trying to figure is would Jarrett be faster in front, or which way would it be? Right there they are on the racetrack, 6th and 7th position.
I suggested a little bit ago that Ruttman was not on the lead lap, but he is on the lead lap and turning in an excellent performance.
I see they're looking to catch these 2 cars here.
4th and 5th.
Now, when Jarrett was leading the race earlier, he was running about 195 miles an hour. Right now, they're only running about 192 miles an hour in the hookup that they have right there.
Now takes a look to the outside of Rusty. Falls back in, however.
Now they need to stay. These 3 cars need to stay in line and let it settle it out between those 3. Let's don't get racing side by side and bring in 3 or 4 more cars.
We've got 11 more laps to go in the Winston 500. Wallace, Earnhardt, Martin up front.
Ruttman and Ruttman, what did he do? Got loose. That cost him big time.
I really believe that if it was the other way around, let them lose some time in doing that.
So the problem going to happen is when they catch up to 4 and 12.
Yeah, what they were discussing, Jimmy asked Dale if he thought he could pull the 20 car around faster than with the 20 car in front. He said yes, and Ruttman's supposed to let him get by. He was supposed to do it on that last lap because that's what they agreed, so keep an eye on that. And I understand it's starting to rain over in turn 2.
Lieutenant General, he's a Grand Marshal.
Here goes Earnhardt.
Caution, caution.
And they're racing back. This is the race. Oh, man. Oh, no.
Slugging it out. This won't be the end of the race. They've got 10 laps.
Yeah, but if it's raining.
It's raining.
Oh.
See the rain over here on our window? Now Earnhardt's trying to block Mark. They're trying to get Mark to help him.
Time this afternoon here at Talladega, and it's because of rain. We could not see the green flag again. If so, Dale Earnhardt has won this race, and Rusty Wallace probably, I think, got second. Now here's what happened.
Down the back straightaway, Rusty tried to block Earnhardt. Earnhardt goes to the outside and gets up to the point that Rusty can't block him. Now they're side by side, and just watch as they come down to the line.
Mark Martin gets into the picture. He tries to go high. Then he gets up behind Earnhardt, and this will shoot Earnhardt right out in front of Rusty Wallace. Not that Mark Martin was trying to help Dale Earnhardt win the race. He was just looking for a place to go. But then that shoots Earnhardt out in front, and Rusty Wallace drafts back past Martin and will finish second, or at least gets back to the line in second.
Now watch what happens from another angle on the backstretch.
Earnhardt trying to go to the inside. Now watch Wallace come down and block that move. Now here goes Earnhardt, just barely missing it. Now watch this. But he's already there.
So a slugfest on the backstretch as they came to the caution flag, and there is a puddle indicating that the rain is falling, and it is a question mark as to whether we'll go back to green. We have only 8 laps remaining in this race, actually about 7.5 now, as Richard Childress and the other members of the GM Goodwrench crew from Dale Earnhardt are hoping that they don't have to go back to green, because they will pick up a win here this afternoon. It'll be his 55th Winston Cup win. Dale Earnhardt.
You know, we talked about Dale Jarrett with a chance to win $1 million. If Dale Earnhardt wins the race today, wins Charlotte, wins Darlington, he would win the $1 million.
He could, yep, he could win the $1 million. So we're under caution as we look back from the Pontiac pace car. And the crowd, despite the raindrops that are falling, are very enthusiastic. Back in a moment. What do they do here?
I was wondering if they throw the red flag. Maybe they won't.
In fact, down in turn 4, it looks like it's maybe raining hard. Well, not hard, but harder than it is.
We see on the camera there, it's raining. Oh, raining.
It's a raining.
It's a raining.
Okay. The umbrellas are out here at Talladega as we almost completed the whole race without rain, but we're 7 laps from the finish. Dale Earnhardt is the leader right now. Here's Jerry Punch.
Well, we're in their pits with Richard Childress. And Richard, your car leads the race. We're under caution. It is drizzling here. Your thoughts?
Well, you know, it's, I wish there wasn't but one to go or something, but, you know, we'll just have to see. You never know. We never know till the checker flag falls who wins the race. You know, we learned that at Daytona a few years ago, and, you know,